Think big. These are the words you, charter school leaders across the nation, live by every day, who sacrifice and put it on the line for our kids in the hopes that one day we can actually have a country that provides equal access to education for every child, regardless of their race, income, background, or zip code. Chicago is so inspired by your great work, and we stand with you in our quest to create a great school system that is about the students and not the adults.
The real line in the sand for development for any metropolis to survive and grow is the quality of education that's provided. And it's our goal to always maintain great intellectual honesty about what is working and what's not working.
We created an opportunity for new public school choices for parents and families based on quality. We provided hope for children now trapped in failing traditional public schools by bringing charter-like consequences to all public schools that don't perform. The National Public Charter Schools Champion for Charters Award is an annual recognition given to a public figure who exhibits outstanding leadership and support for public charter schools. Please help me honor Senator Wayne Kuipers.
I'm honored to be rewarded in this way. Thank you very much for all you do in the trenches for charter school education. I am happy to be considered one of your friends and allies.
Hall of Fame recipients are decided not on the basis of a single criterion or a single activity or event in their lives, but in recognition of their tremendous achievements in furthering the charter school movement and an inspiration to the rest of us. Our first honoree is John King. He is now the Deputy Commissioner of Education in New York State.
Teachers made all the difference for me because they made school a place that was safe, that was challenging, that was rigorous, where I felt loved and cared about and pushed to learn. We need to make performance, student achievement, our lodestar. That must be what drives us every day. And that means that when there are schools among our community that aren't delivering for kids, we have to be honest about that, and we have to turn those schools around or close them down.
He's a fighter, a champion, a leader, and a pioneer. Please welcome our newest inductee into the Charter Schools Hall of Fame, Jim Gunner.
Nobody expected us to last 15 or 20 years. And you know, we didn't just last, we're getting stronger. Powerful foundations. They're saying, come, take on our hardest challenges in public education, and don't just try, but win for kids.
Join me in welcoming someone who has led towards justice and towards excellence and done it so well. Norm Atkins.
Fame is probably best reserved for the little ones that someday will grow up to figure out better ways to plug oil spills or invent wind power or create paintings. We have got to amp up the rigor of our instructional systems so their students just don't get into college, but they graduate from college.
Let's have a hand for our 2010 inductees to the Charter School Hall of Fame. My great pleasure to present Caprice Young.
I wake up every morning just so excited and pleased to be part of this great movement. Where else can you meet all these passionate people who believe that you can't educate kids unless you're making sure that every single kid is successful?
The fundamental issue is publicly elected school boards. And the breakthrough in charter schools is having this nonprofit or for-profit governance, but basically operate like all the rest of the economy, where the professionals involved continue and pick the next leader rather than a lay board. What that does is solidify the vision, because as they get new leaders and the board evolves, they pick the board members and they stay true to their vision. Self-perpetuating governance, which gives you, doesn't guarantee excellence, it gives you a shot at excellence. We need everybody who runs a great single-site charter school to open one more, just from 1 to 2. If all of you could get the amazing results that you have on 2/3 of your current budget, because you are using much more software to simulate the learning, then you could grow much faster. Someday, this conference won't be called the National Public Charter Schools. It'll just be, this is the National Public Schools. Will be the whole thing.
We've received word that the House Appropriations Committee has voted out a supplemental appropriations bill for the EduJobs measure. And to get there, they've cut $100 million out of already appropriated funds for the charter schools program. We need to take action on this, and we need to take action immediately. There's a principle at stake here. We all want to save the jobs of teachers, but this is going to take $100 million of money allocated to charter schools, and it's going to be taken away from teachers who will be hired and evaluated on the basis of performance and give it to save jobs of teachers by seniority.
It's time that we unleash the anger and wrath of all of those kids and parents that go to our schools to defend their rights. Separate but unequal is not what our kids deserve.
If there was a reason the National Alliance was formed, it was for moments like this. So this is a very important moment for you. Directly contact, by email or by telephone, even better, your member of Congress and say he has to or she has to oppose the supplemental appropriations bill language that would cut $100 million from the public charter schools program. Are you going to do that?
Yeah.
All right.